Is the new Nissan Titan on death watch? Yeah, that's the word in the industry. I'm going to go ahead and give you my thoughts on the new Nissan Titan and where it's heading. I'm going to get started on that right now. Hey, it's Tim Esterdahl, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. If this is your first time here, welcome. On this channel, I do truck reviews, truck news, I do truck stories. I travel and do drive new trucks. We have a great time, talk about trucks because trucks are awesome. So go ahead and subscribe, click the bell, and hit the like button on this video to make sure you don't miss a thing. What I'm talking about today is the 2020 Nissan Titan. I'm hearing all sorts of stories to people. I'm getting direct messages from people. Lots of stuff, conversation going on with this new Nissan Titan. So before we get to it, let's back up and talk about the 2020 model. So the 2020 model is the newly refreshed model. It came out in October at the Texas State Fair. On this model, they've made some, I think, good improvements, and I did that in my video when I talked about it when I was there, is that they've added a moonroof, which they needed. They've added a bigger screen, infotainment screen, which they needed. A new 9-speed transmission, and a retuned 5.6-liter V8 engine with 400 horsepower and 413 foot-pounds of torque with premium fuel. And new standard Nissan Safety Shield 360 technology throughout the lineup. They changed the front fascia so that the different trim levels have different variations, which I think was needed. And they've also made some changes on the configurations. There's no regular cab anymore. They've cut down the different options you can get. The XD is still around, but it's only in gas only. There is no Cummins version of that anymore. Cummins and Nissan have decided not to build the engine. And so there's been some changes. All right, let's talk. One of the big changes that came out with that was pricing. I talked about this in a live stream last night. I'll link to that above if you missed that. But pricing in the new 2020 Nissan Titan is, well, surprising. And so last year in the 2019 model, the Nissan Titan started at $30,000. Now it starts at $36,000. And the XD used to be $37,999. Now it's about $44,000. And so those trucks have gone up incrementally in price. And that's probably due to the fact that there's only a crew cab option now. Regular cab's gone. So you have some price increasing. But that's quite a bit to swallow, considering that you can buy an F-150 starting price at $28,000. So they're quite a bit higher for the starting price of their trucks. And again, that's due to some of the standard equipment they have now, the no regular cab, and the changes they've made. And so you have a higher starting price point. Another thing that's really talking about Death Watch is the plant in Canton, Mississippi. It's where they build the Nissan Titan. That plant has gone through some substantial changes. In January of last year, they had 6,000 employees. They went through some layoffs, some cutbacks. They dropped it down to 5,000 employees. As of a couple of days ago, more cutbacks. They're now offering layoffs to their buyouts to anybody that's 52 years or older. They're trying to drop that number. They won't say how much they want to drop that plant capacity. But considering that the Titan was one of their biggest pushes in that plant, and I know they build other vehicles there, and they only sold 31,000 Titans last year, and now you have a higher price point. It's just really Nissan's getting smaller. They're making a smaller North American footprint. They're going to have less sales offices. They're going to cut back employee travel, and they're going to reduce the number of employees in their plants to match what their sales have been. You know, their sales dropped 10% last year, and they had a 98% drop in profit of last summer. So lots of stuff changing in Nissan, and one of the biggest things is they were trying to do a couple years ago was really get into the full-size truck market with that Nissan Titan. And so far, it's really been a flop. The XD didn't sell like it was supposed to. The full-size truck didn't take off like it was supposed to. And they really haven't moved that many trucks. And so, as you're seeing, there's lots of changes going on as far as Nissan goes. Plant capacity, truck pricing is changing. It's going higher. They were offering some amazing discounts and incentives on the 2019 Titan. So I imagine this 2020 Titan, they're just trying to get more profit out of it, is what they're trying to go for. But there's just a lot going on with that. Make sure you comment below, share your thoughts, what's going on in Nissan Titan. Is it on death watch? Yes and no. No, it's not as the half-ton truck, but I gotta believe the XD model is on death watch. It's gotta have 1 year of production. Once they get rid of some of those parts and things, I just can't imagine the XD continues long. I think they'll continue to offer half-ton because that's what every automaker is trying to do these days. But I don't know how many they're going to try to sell. I mean, 30,000 was their high point last year. If they get close to that this year, I think they're doing pretty good. So again, comment below. Let me know your thoughts. This is kind of some breaking news stuff. Like I said, Canton is right now going through some changes. They'll be on this Friday, according to a news story I saw. It's all over the news stations, Mississippi apparently, is that they'll be, Friday is the day they have to do buyouts, or, something's going to have to happen, layoffs in that plant to make it have less employees, less overhead. So yeah, like I said, comment below, let me know your thoughts. Is it on death watch? Would you consider buying it? Does the increase in price concern you, for even though you have some of the standard equipment? Does that concern you? Let me know. Sound off below. Also, find us on pickuptrucktalk.com. 3 words again. Pickup Truck Talk works on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Trust me, we're there. I've done it. Try it. You can find it. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.